Hey everyone, it's Derek and Larry here, and if you don't know us, we're Bridge Mentors. We've done it for the past couple of summers, and of course, with COVID, we're trying to do this webinar series so we can give you advice on things like what we're going to do to their organization, so you can stay organized regardless if you're at home from school or you're in classes. We really want to make this so it can help you over the next 4 years. So this is a little presentation we made called Organize Now, so no messes later. So I'll send it over to Larry so he can do the first part of this presentation.
Get it. All right. So for this presentation, I want you guys to get we understand that classes due to COVID is gonna be online. It's gonna be hard to stay organized, stay on top of things. So we're trying to make it easier for you guys to deal with multiple classes assignments, notes, and homework. So our goal is to help you guys stay organized and set a schedule for yourself, especially with the distractions happening around us and everything happening, especially at home with the TV around. Want you guys to stay on top of your work, stay motivated, and keep pushing forward. So the materials you will need but don't need to have because classes are online, once again, is a binder, set of dividers, hole punch rulers, line papers, pencils and pens, and of course, the most important is a mini agenda, which can also be a cellular device. All right, so we have a motivational quote for you guys, and the quote is: "Think about what's best for your time. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does." And to me, I take that quote as like what I'm doing for my time like matters, especially in the future. If I want to have more time for myself, if I want to keep going, keep pushing myself, and like whatever I choose to do with my time, it will make a difference in the future. Like if I choose to do my homework now, I'll know I have it by tomorrow. Or if I choose to do my homework early, since I have extra time, I'll have it by the due date, and I also have extra time in myself to do whatever I want to do: play video games, watch TV, chill with friends, social media. So yeah. So another quote I have is: "A good system shortens the road to the goal," and this is where the agenda comes in, to keeping notes of what you do, what you're doing. Because once you have a good system, you'll have more time to yourself, and you will not be focused and stressed out over all the work you have. Like let's say you have a project to do, and the due date is coming up, but you procrastinated. That's not a good system at all. You gotta keep up, stay on track, stay on top of things, but also don't stress yourself out over things either. Like take your time. Don't rush. If you need a break, take a break whenever you need it. Just worry about reaching your goal. And if you don't reach the goal too, that's also okay. You always have extra time.
So if you had like an in-person classes, we really want you to use a binder to stay organized, use your folders. So this is just an idea what we really want you guys to get used to. So this picture right here, they have a binder with organized tabs like English, math, science, whatever classes you have. They have a pouch to keep their markers, pens and pencils. They have lined paper. They have a ruler, and like we said, put on those earlier. What we really would want you guys to have is like a hole punch ruler, so you guys can keep it in your binder, so you can hole punch papers as they come back to you. If they don't have 3 hole punches, of course. What we don't want it to look like is just putting all your papers in random spots. For example, like if you need to look for like something for science, you might have accidentally stuck it in math, or it might have fell your binder into your bag somewhere. So we really want you to be organized because it will save you so much time. It will just make life easier for you. So big two things we want to teach you about is efficiency. So not just doing things quickly, but doing things best. Planning, ask yourself, if I do this now, what do I do later? And one really big thing is self-motivation, because this isn't something you'll just use in high school. This is something you'll always use throughout life, and you really should just try to be organized with everything. So efficiency is about doing like what's best. So like truly just don't put everything in your bag, and like it just might be lost, it might be wrinkly. You don't want to hand in something like that. It might accidentally rip. Just try to like take the time, take the binder or folder out of your bag and put it in nicely where it should be. So planning, Like honestly, like if you know you have a bunch of stuff for the week, just write it out, put it in your phone, make sure you set the time aside for it, and then really choose like what you're gonna do each day in what order. Like you might want to do like your harder subjects first, your easier subjects last. And also just make sure you have a good organized place at home, whether it's like your bedroom, your desk, the kitchen table, and really just focus on yourself too, like your personal hygiene, but truly make sure you do study and do the homework you need to do. So this is kind of just like a multiple choice thing, and we know like some of these things might be obvious, but all these answers have been done by people and you might see it, but we really want to tell you like what's really the best thing to do here. So what should you self-motivate yourself to do if your next class is super close and you have 10 minutes between class? Well, go to your next class and socialize. Yeah, you can, but I would really hope you have everything done first. Be organize yourself. Yeah, so before you go to your next class, you should make sure all your papers are where they should be. You can take a quick nap, but it's not really something that's going to be the best use of your time, especially if it's only 10 minutes. Indeed, cram your stuff in the bag and forget about it. And we all know that happens a lot. Really try to not make that a habit. So, of course, you'd really just want to organize your stuff in this situation. The next one is what should you self motivate yourself to do if something comes to mind that you have to take care of. So, for example, something comes up and you have to say babysit later, do something important later. So you're gonna write it down in your arm. You can, might, but for example, it might get smudged off and you might forget what you wrote. Writing your agenda, putting in your phone might be a really good idea. Just remember to do it later. I mean, if you have really good memory, why not? But it is best to have it somewhere you can get easy access to it and then write it down on a random piece of paper. You can also do that, but if you lose that paper, you're gonna forget what you need to do. So this is just a quick video of how to stay organized, a lot of stuff that we've said, and I really want you to try to watch this a couple of times because this could, as long as you take just a few things from there, I really hope you've taken only a few things from this presentation.
The Hyundai Tucson, from the brand with more 2020 IIHS Top Safety Awards than Honda or Toyota.
Everyone has experienced that overwhelming feeling that your life is one giant mess. As a student, parent, or average person, you've got a lot going on, and it can be a real challenge to get in control and stay there. So what's the best way to get your life organized? I asked Nicole from Neatnik for her advice because she is a professional organizer. It turns out there are 6 habits highly organized people have in common. What's really interesting about these top tips is you can apply them to organizing anything, not just a physical space. Now you might be wondering why you should even care about being organized. So let's see if any of these reasons blow your hair back. You'll be more focused on what you want to achieve, be able to prioritize your tasks, and set and achieve your goals more efficiently. You'll manage your time more effectively, work more economically, and be more productive. You'll be less stressed, achieve more balance in your life, and be more flexible. And you might even have more energy and enthusiasm once you've achieved freedom from chaos. Sound good? Okay, here's how to do it. Habit number 1. Keep it simple. Elaborate organizational systems are hard to maintain, and most of the time, they're not worth the effort. Whether you're organizing your sock drawer or your class notes, have as few steps as possible. Otherwise, it'll be too frustrating to maintain over time. Going crazy with a fancy color coding system might look pretty cool, but the effort can outweigh the benefits. Choose a system that's easy to use, and you'll become more productive, not less. Develop routines. If there are things you have to do every day or week, create set routines about when and how you do them. This is about managing your time more effectively and saving yourself the mental effort of continual planning and rescheduling. Turn your important tasks into routines and fit the rest of your life around them, not the other way around. When is your best time to study, exercise, socialize, clean your home, or relax? Develop morning and evening routines for your regular tasks, whether it's study or putting out the recycling. Anybody's routine can get broken, but always try to get your groove back as soon as possible. Have a place for everything and put everything in its place. This might be common sense, but it's not always common practice. If you don't know where things belong, you can't put them away. You might have a shelf for all your textbooks and class notes, a special section of your closet for your winter clothes, or folders on your computer for all your assignments. So this works for physical things or digital things, or even your knowledge like I teach at Memrise Academy. Try not to put something down temporarily, but take a few extra seconds to put it where it belongs, every time. Keep a current and detailed to-do list. Don't be mistaken, it takes planning to be organised. Work backwards by starting with your end goal and then decide what smaller steps you'll follow to get there. Try to keep lists for daily tasks as well as longer-term projects. And use a central list for everything, whether it's in a physical notebook or a digital list on your computer or phone. If you write random reminders on loose pieces of paper, make sure you transfer them to your main list and keep it current. And giving yourself deadlines can help you to get things done and crossed off your list. Don't get bogged down by perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect to be organised, so don't think you need to get everything done and done exactly right. Prioritise tasks and try to learn where and how you can take shortcuts and how to get things done quickly. Be honest and think about what's really important. The end goal is progress, so it's less about perfection and more about action. Toss things daily and purge routinely. Organised people don't wait for a free weekend or an open block of time to get themselves and their lives in order. They constantly cross things off their list, throw things away, reevaluate what they own, and tidy their house and the way they operate. They may take a few minutes each night to clean off their desk, delete old files from their computer or emails from their inbox, or throw out the expired food from their refrigerator. Organising is not a separate event, it's part of their day. And there you have it. Whether you're organising your room or home, your computer, the way you study, the way you think, your social life, or the goals you want to achieve, these 6 habits will get you streamlined and heading in the right direction. Keep it simple. Develop routines. Have a place for everything and put everything in its place. Keep a current and detailed to-do list. Don't get bogged down by perfectionism, and toss things daily and purge routinely. If you'd like to get advice from a professional organizer on organising your room, home, or physical space, head over to Neatnik for some more great tips. And as always, to learn more about organising knowledge and information in your memory, head over to Memrise Academy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Well, guys, I hope you took a lot from that video, because I even took a few new things that I didn't really practice. But I really did try to be a really organized person in high school because they really helped me. And so if you ever need like advice or anything, you can always talk to Joe or Diana. You can have them reach out to us as mentors. So I hope you really do just have a good next 4 years of high school, or at least a good freshman year. And I hope things aren't like this for much longer. But for now, I know you guys can do it. And I really hope you guys reach out to each other, watch these videos more than once. You want to add anything?
Nah, you said it all, bro. But yeah.
Well, guys, like I said, you can just reach out to us whenever, wherever, and have a good freshman year.
Of course, of course.